Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. Back in the day, we had innovation. You went from a black and white TV to a color TV. You went from VHS to Super VHS. Now we have enshittification, which is where you take something that people already had and you find a new and inventive way to turn it into a subscription or lock it behind something to extract more money out of people without providing them with a better service. And this video from the Norwegian Consumer Council just came out swinging on the entire thing. And because DMA has not won his case yet, because there is no precedent that me using YTDLP or a screen capture software to show you a piece of somebody else's video is not something that's going to get me wiped off of YouTube, I thought that I would just strike while the iron is hot and show you this video and tell you why I think that the Norwegian Consumer Council is awesome.
You can call me a shit maker. My job is to make things shitty. The official title is enshittificator. What I do is I take things that are perfectly fine and I make them worse. More specifically, I make it shitty. I come from a long line of people making things shitty. My father was an enshittificator, his father before him, and his father before him. So yeah, it's a proud tradition in our family, making things shitty. But it is hard work, and it's not very cost efficient to do it like this. I can only be in so many places at one time. So I needed a way to scale up the business without working myself to death. And just when I needed it, the solution lands right in my lap. Enter the internet. All of a sudden, I didn't have to move around to make things shitty. I could just stay in one place and make things shitty for way more people at the same time. And that's when things really started to move. Got a favorite website? Let's fill it with pop-ups. Preferably scam. Enjoying a video? Oopsie! Ad break! Oh, you bought an expensive phone? Great. Here's an update to make it shitty. Let's say you have 1,000 pictures of your deceased mother. Oh, so sad. What do? I make you pay for it. The memories may be yours, but the photos, they're mine. So it's very important. It needs to be nice at first. But then... Yes. Yes! What do you say? Okay. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Woohoo! Finally. Shitty. You're not happy with the way something you really liked turned shitty. What do? Contact customer service. Here, talk to completely useless chatbot. No human
I always knew it was a person typing that.
Here's my favorite part. Let's say someone starts an alternative service. What do? We buy them. Make people dependent enough, and then
make it shitty!
You sell me a car.
Well, it's great.
Sold. I'll buy a car.
Leonardo DiCaprio,
Now what?
Wolf of Wall Street.
I don't have any more money. You have me in the palm of your hand. You can crush me. So what do? Updates. Radio, premium feature. Heating, premium feature. Now I have a shitty car and I can't afford a new one. But what I can afford is a small monthly payment. Make it shitty! The future? The future is looking bright.
Braking is now a premium feature. Please enter your credit card details.
This is fucking brilliant. In a new report, Breaking Free, Pathways to a Fair Technological Future, the Norwegian Consumer Council has delved into the enshittification and how to resist it. The report shows how this phenomenon affects both consumers and society at large, but that is possible to turn a tide. Together with more than 70 consumer groups and other actors in Europe and the US, we are sending a letter to policymakers in the EU United Kingdom, US, and Electronic Arts. Well, I got a New York City public education. I'm lucky I can read. My nonprofit tries to push back against abusive laws that say that you don't own what you bought and paid for, such as Section 1201 of the DMCA, Fulu Foundation. I've been working on this for a very long time. And one of the things that I found great about this is that a lot of the programs that we're running now, one of them actually started in Norway. So there was this company called Future Home that made a thermostat that was had a lot of smart connected features. And after the company went bankrupt, the person who bought the company sent out a firmware update to everybody's device that limited functionality unless you paid them $117 a year. Fulu Foundation put out a bounty of $5,000 for the first person who freed these devices for customers, and somebody actually did come up with a solution. The person who was the CEO of the company did say that this is a criminal act, that I was suggesting that people hack into their servers, but that's not what happened at all. I was offering a bounty to people who freed your devices. If anything, you sending out a firmware update that limits functionality on a device after the sale, in my opinion, is ransomware. You're the one hacking your customers. I'm simply allowing them to get back access to what they bought and paid for. And I'm really happy to see that this is reaching such a critical point. We got to the front page of Wired with our bounty program. Several people have been writing about it. And what I'm really excited about is seeing the amount of people who've been contributing to our enshittification database. We have a website called consumerrights.wiki where we go over this. If there's a company that allows you to use any application you want with your exercise bicycle, and then they push a firmware update that only allows you to use it with their application and their shit has a monthly fee, we log everything here because we want to make it as easy as possible for you to have a giant list of examples with proper citations, not just some random YouTube person ranting where you have to dig through all these videos where I'm being angry and saying, hey, everybody, how's it going, and petting my cat before you can get the information. It's a very easily searchable database. So here's the olive branch I want to extend. To the people who made that video, my email address is listed down below, and I would love to work with you in any way, shape, or form. We are looking to create the best database of every company and every incident of this type of anti-ownership garbage happening, because we want to push back against it. Whether you're trying to create new policy to push back against this, or whether you're trying to remove bad old policy to push back against this, I want you to have the best digital treasure trove of every single incident so that we can make sure that this is not the future that we live in. And I would love to have as much collaboration with you as possible. I want to help you as much as possible. That's what we're here for. I want to try and get as many people putting information into this database. We're almost done with the browser extension, so that when you're on a website of a company that's taking part in these practices, it'll actually inform you. You'll get a very short notification message saying what it is that that company or that product line did, and then you'll be able to click onto the website to see it. Whether we're talking about a company that disables your ability to use it with third-party apps after the sale, a television that sells your personal data, or a refrigerator that forces you into arbitration without even letting you know because they throw away all the paperwork showing you it before you ever see the device. We want to make sure that consumers are as informed as possible about these practices, and we want to push back against them as often as possible. If you're a part of the council that made that video, I would like to lend a helping hand, and I also want to work together to figure out how we can make our nonprofits database at consumerrights.wiki the best open source, open to the public database of companies that have taken part in enshittification practices and scams like this. I'm doing everything I can to push back against this in every corner where I see it, and I'm going to do my best with the team that I've assembled, but we're only a small group of people, and the only way that I'm going to be able to make serious progress on this is by partnering with other organizations and other people and other content creators that are willing to spread the word and do something about it. Consumerrights.wiki has gotten a few shouts out, and I really appreciate it. I got a shout out from Charlie at Penguin Zero, got a shout out from Andy at Salem Techsperts, and that's awesome. But if we're actually going to get to the point where we have classified and categorized every single instance of every single company that's taken part in these practices, I'm going to, above all, need the help of all of you. If you see a content creator that's larger than me or smaller than me that's covering this, that's going over how you don't really know what you bought and paid for anymore, and how every company tries to change the terms of the sale after the sale, encourage them to encourage their audience to contribute that information to consumerrights.wiki. This website is not asking for your money. It's asking for your time. All this information is open. It belongs to the community. It belongs to you. The only way we're going to be able to push back against this in a strategic way is if we have every single instance of this logged in detail with citations, so that when a country's government takes notice, we can just point to it and say, here's all the information you need. Here's all the companies that have taken part in this. Go, get them. And I think that is going to be a beautiful thing. We have to do that work now, because if we wait to do that work until people say, okay, we're ready to do something, well, we're going to have 2 to 10 years of work to catch up on all at once, and I don't want to do that. I want all that work to be ready so that when that moment arrives, it's just right out there. Help me out. Let people know. Ask people to contribute to the wiki. Ask your favorite content creator when they talk about this to talk about the Consumer Rights Wiki. That's it for today, and as always, hope you learned something. See you in the next video. Bye now.